Four leaf always jumping in. How's it going, buddy? I'm good, man. Too much going on. Happy 4th to you, my man. Jayhawk, yes sir. Or it will be. And we're actually, so I'm semi okay with this pose, but I'm not okay with where it is on the page. So we're gonna do a quick redraw and try and get it to fit this page a little bit better. I had a couple of decent ideas here. But it was just feeling, what's the word, convoluted, or maybe typical. So we're gonna give it a third go. I don't get the opportunity to draw, like to do full-blown females all colored up and stuff very often, so I want to take the opportunity I've been given and do something good with it. Whew. Okay, so I feel like this pose is probably gonna work, but I literally need to basically move it up and to the left like this, and then that means this hand is probably gonna have to come down a little bit. So we'll do some hopefully fairly simple adjustments here. Right back in the same spot. Yeah. See, it's weird, like how your brain works for whatever reason. Gajendra, what's going on? What lead grade to use for sketching? I prefer either an F or H. Personally, I like a fairly hard lead. I do not like soft lead. We're doing a Dazzler. We started it yesterday. This was the sketch. So I had this. I loved this. This was nice. Could not get the legs right. Finally got the legs to a place where I'm like, oh, I think I kind of actually dig this pose. But it's the pose in this way is kind of like her leg. It looks like I'm trying to cram her legs in. So we're gonna scoot her up and to the left a little bit and do some stuff to make her fit a little bit better. We'll get these proportions all worked out here at some point. Try not to have them looking too ridiculous. Taylor Swift MCU. Happy America Day! And what's more American than working on a holiday? I'm liking this, but this foot here, I can already tell you, is gonna give me some trouble. Finding the correct angle for that foot is gonna be the bane of my existence here for a little bit. So a client that goes by the name of Seatel popped on yesterday, ordered this. It's gonna be Dazzler. So now we just gotta make it dazzle. You know what I mean? This is a 9x12. No name, what up? Faces just do not like me. accept mentorship, sir? I added you on Facebook and started to draw again. My first step is to learn the fundamentals of portrait drawing. Learning a sorrow head, next would be the other basics. Do I accept mentorship? I mean, I'm happy to help people out where I can, man, but it's not going to be anything in an official capacity. There's too many people that want me to do that for them, and not enough time for me to do all of it. So I kind of have to, like, I'm happy to help. Like, you can send me occasional pieces of art and ask my feedback and stuff like that, but that's about where it ends. And like, if you're in your first step, like, dude, you got a long way to go. Portraits are very different from drawing anything comic related. I did portraits for years. I actually have one on my list of commissions that I need to finish. Portraits are about drawing what you see, and comics is about creating something from your imagination, at least to the best of your abilities. So it's just a very different, those are very different things. How old are you? Oh, well, and you're just now starting to learn how to draw? And I don't mean that to sound condescending, I'm just clarifying.
They don't know. They don't know shit. You're not gonna get hurt. You're not gonna get hurt.
Everybody close the rubbery!
Stop drawing, and then how long ago were you drawing? When you were drawing, how long were you drawing? What's getting you back into drawing? What do you want to do with your drawing?
Fucking die! Fucking die! Fucking die!
I mean, if you want to be able to draw from imagination, the first thing you need to learn is that everything is made up of basic shapes. So I would tell you to focus on learning how to draw basic shapes first. Squares into cubes, circles into spheres, and cylinders. Learn how to light, shade, layer, put those in perspective, put them in space. Because drawing from imagination, a lot of people think that it's like, they think, oh, I want to think of a beautiful woman flying through space, jumping out and shooting her hand out so that she can use her powers to blast. But what it really is these are all shapes, and from these, and I'm stacking different shapes on top of each other in space and making sure that I'm mentally, like, you have to be able to mentally convert a flat two-dimensional sheet into a three-dimensional realm. So that is why learning your basic shapes, squares into cubes, circles into spheres and cylinders, those are the primary ones that you're going to run into with the human figure anyway. But also just in space in general, like, you're going to get some triangles and you're going to get some other shapes, like, you know, awkward shapes, but generally speaking, those are going to be the shapes you run into the most. So what you're doing when you're practicing learning those basic fundamental shapes is you're actually training your brain how to turn this flat space into a three-dimensional space. Okay, so everybody wants to skip all of that and they just want to get to the place where they're doing this, but take it from somebody that did it the hard way the first time around. This is way easier because I know the other stuff. Okay, like, it's just way easier for me to know, like, how her coat jacket is going to wrap around her forearm, and like how these clothes are going to bunch up, and like her rib cage is a shape, and then I layer her breasts on top of that, and then her hips have a certain angle to them, and her, you know, this is, her leg is a cylinder coming at you, her leg is a cylinder come to the side, her arm is a cylinder coming at you, right? So it's, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, dude, you got, if you're in your 30s and you're just starting to jump back into it, you got a lot to do. But it is not impossible by any stretch, and you'll get out of it what you put into it. So if you put a lot of time and energy into it, if you work consistently every day, and by the way, consistently every day does not necessarily mean you have to work 6 to 8 hours a day on it. You can work on it for 30 to 45 minutes to an hour a day and make good progress. But basic shapes into three-dimensional shapes, three-dimensional shapes into perspective. Within those two, you're going to want to be doing light and shadow, because you want to know that this spherical shape is going to have a certain shadow on it based on where the light's hitting, right? So if the light's coming down here, this spherical breast is going to have a shadow underneath it, and then it's going to put a cast shadow underneath that. And then this arm is going to have a shadow that's casting down here. And these ribs are going to, like, there's little tricks and stuff like that, but it all begins and ends with understanding your shapes. I mean, anatomy, yes, anatomy is critical if you're going to draw the human figure, of course, but like learning anatomy without learning your shapes is going to just leave you with flat. It's not as, I would rather you be able to draw SpongeBob well, right? And I'm doing this super quick because I can't remember what SpongeBob looks like. He has like a tie, right? His pants. Basic shapes. This is a cube, but a lot of people will sit there and they'll spend hours and hours, days and days, weeks and weeks, like learning anatomy, which is again important, but they'll get so obsessed with every muscle being in the right place that they'll forget to learn how to draw an arm with some dynamics. You know what I mean? So like where you are now, and you're gonna be going back and forth and back and forth. Like, I don't want you spending years and years learning shapes, but you do want to train your brain to understand shapes in space and like how to express those shapes and stuff. Got it? Welcome to send me some pictures of stuff that you've worked on, man, and I'll take a look and see if I can offer a tip here or there, because like everybody learns different, and so they have different like different weaknesses and strengths and whatever. So I might be able to like give you some tips that help you go, oh, that's what I'm missing. This is going to be Dazzler. Dazzler's like the OG Jubilee. And I appreciate the respect, man, but you gotta pump the brakes on the sir. You're too old. You're too old to be sirring me to death, man. Like, you can just call me Todd. I was gonna say, I don't know this character. What's her powers? Razzle dazzles. I mean, she's pretty much. I don't know her powers that well myself, so. But I know she's similar to Jubilee. She has light powers. Yeah, we're getting there. Hopefully we can not take too long on this today because I've got 2 others. As usual, I'm trying to get work done and you guys are yeah, and Thomas is correct. Being respectful definitely helps, man. I don't like if you insist, you can keep calling me sir. You don't need to, man. I'm just I don't know. Maybe I don't take being respected so well. Like, maybe that's on me, bro. But you are good to go. You pass the vibe check, as the kids say. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I'm, you know, was not far from that myself. Biggest difference is I've made the mistake / decision to try to be a full-time artist as a father. My kids are grown now, so that part's nice. So I'm finally able to like really dedicate time to this. But yeah, you'll get out of it what you put into it. Thanks, Mr. Robert. You know, bro, here's what's happening. I've finally figured out that for YouTube to really work, I had to start shooting the videos vertical instead of horizontal. And my view counts have been going up dramatically. So next, it will not take long, excuse me, it will not take long for these view counts to start jumping up. They're already growing fast. Like, it used to be a struggle for me to get even a couple people in here, but now it's fairly normal for me to have, you know, 6, 8, 10 people in. One day I had, I don't know, 50 or something. I think that was like a YouTube quality check or something. Let's see what happens when we give this guy a whole bunch of people. Oh, sorry, Geek. I didn't see your question, my man. Yeah, so he did this one. He added on color, so it's 400 what we're doing for this one, which is why I'm putting some. I'm making sure I'm giving him my best effort here. All in due time, my friend. More on YouTube than whatnot currently, go figure. Yeah, see, 12 people. What recommend or do the poses? I have issues with that when I draw. If you missed the whole conversation we had earlier, you need to learn your fundamental shapes first. Learn how those fundamental shapes translate to the human figure, and then like what served me the best was quite literally drawing. It's like learning the alphabet, right? Like, you had to sit there and you had to draw your A's 100 million times before you understood how to just draw an A however you draw A's, right? So it's the same with anatomy, it's just more complex. So I would draw arms, and I actually have a YouTube video on this. Basic anatomy of an arm. So I would draw that arm hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times until drawing this arm became second nature. And then you do that with the arm doing a flex where he's and I'm doing this very quick because I'm trying to get through this stuff here. But it's the same concept. And then learning where the elbow goes, learning that this bicep is the one that's flexing, so it's going to be shortened. The tricep is extending, so it's going to be lengthened, right? So you do that a million times. And then you do forearm from this angle a million times. that angle, and then you do it the opposite way. And by the way, if you notice, like, these are cylinders: shoulder, bicep, forearm. So like, if I want the fist going away, cylinder, cylinder. Like, I have to understand that this ball socket goes into this cylinder. This cylinder is going to be on top of this cylinder if the arm is going away. But if it's coming towards me, this cylinder is going to be on top of this cylinder, and then the ball socket is going to be behind. Right? So like, you do these drawings over and 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 over again of the individual parts, and then now you can like puzzle piece them together. Like, if you've ever watched my sketches, especially the high speed stuff, you'll see me like, she'll have this same pose, like even in the time lapse of this, for this drawing. Like, we had her figure this way, and I liked everything from here up, but I did not like what was going on with her legs. So I did like so many different leg poses from this same position up here. And like the arm up, okay, well I don't like the arm up there. If I wanted to have her arm come down, you know, and rest on her hip, or if I wanted her head to turn right instead of straight on, or if I wanted this hand to, like, it's just puzzle pieces, man. Right? I've drawn this sidearm a million times, like this. I've drawn this leg a million times. I've drawn this leg a million times. I've drawn her boobs a million times. I've drawn a neck a million times. Now, some people need like references, and if that's what you need, go for it. But you'll be a better artist if you learn not to use references. If you can become more expressive within your own ideas, you know what I mean? Okay. Thanks, Robert. See, I'm thinking about putting her headband somewhere in here. But like, it's gotta complement what's going on with the rest of the piece. I'm not sure it does. Professor Beats. Ah, yes. That's Professor to you, sir. Thanks, Sunday. Appreciate you, man. Going to bed, sir. It's 3 a.m. here in the Philippines. Kim, my pleasure, man. Sleep well. Thanks, Mr. Robert. We'll probably be on quite a bit today, to be honest. Man, I gotta figure out how I want to do this foot. That foot's close. We're really, really close on this foot here. Rem Grant, thanks, man. It's been a battle, but I think we're finally conquering it. close. Getting close to ready to ink. And hair's looking good. Alright, so when we go to color this is kind of what I'm thinking. Probably do some sort of bright yellow, like super bright yellow pink wash over this whole thing. And then we'll come in with the blue and the red. Blue outfit, red stripe here, red boots. Can anybody tag at Acylic? SIE. Thanks, man. Do I like the star? You're killing it, bro, man. You're killing it, bro. No belt. She doesn't need a belt. All right, are we pretty solid here? I think this looks pretty good. one second. Oh. I need to munch on something here. Anything bad standing out to anybody? Any character things I need to fix? Any feedback? Anybody got any questions for me while I'm sitting here chilling? We can talk. While I have an orange real quick. And I think I'm going to do a fairly lazy inking on the first go. Then come back in with the colors and then ink on top of those colors. That's the direction I'm going. YouTube's actually been doing pretty good lately, dude. So everybody on YouTube that doesn't know, I actually multi-stream between YouTube and another app called Whatnot. Whatnot is like basically live YouTube. Sorry, not live YouTube. Live eBay. So you can go purchase work over there. You can, sometimes I do auctions. So it's a store with live streaming. You know those times when you're not necessarily hungry, but you just need to munch on something? Y'all are so patient. I'm just sitting in here chilling, listening to me eat. No conversation or nothing, huh? neat because it's in the background making it more over the top of more itself. It's not a weird live show at all. Why would it be weird? You're staring at a sheet of paper and he's in the background doing other things. Waiting for his order. Well, while he's at it, he's gonna have a couple chips. Couple of chips, you say? A couple of chips, you say? Listen, I'm trying, y'all. Give me a second. I'm getting there. Okay, well, I guess while we're waiting, we can do a little bit. So again, I'm going to go fairly light here. Because I'm going to come back later and give her a proper ink. Abe Lincoln. You know, under inking, isn't it as easy as it looks? I know I make everything look so simple here. And just so awesome. Believe it or not, there are times where guys like me struggle. You know? Sometimes we struggle. Thomas, how did I get good at anatomy? Well, you know, just born this way, man. I definitely did not study it for years and years and years. I've hardly ever drawn a human figure. And I really only practice like once every 3 to 5 years. So I don't know, man. It's just magic, I guess. Just work on it a lot, man. Just work on it a lot. Have worked on it since I was But the wee young man, thanks, man. You know I was joking, right? Like, I draw all the time. So, I used to pick a body part, like an arm, for example, and I would draw this exact pose of an arm dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of times until I started to be able to do it without any reference or without any kind of struggle, until I started finding like the way I liked doing the shapes, etc. And then I would do that arm, and then I would do it this way, and then I would do it this way, and I would do it this way, and I would do that with the arm in every possible position I could, until I could just do them without looking at anything. And then I did that with legs, and then I did that with hands, and then I did that with heads, and then I did that with torsos, and I did that with feet. I did it with everything. So it's like learning the alphabet. This is your A, this is your B, this is your C, and then eventually you can just like cookie cutter, or not cookie cutter, but puzzle piece your anatomy together. My first answer was a little smart-assy because we just had a conversation with a previous viewer about all that, so I was being a little snarky with you. That was not personal. That was just the results of answering the same question over and over and over again. And you deserve the answer. You deserve to hear my best answer because you're here supporting, and I do care. But every once in a while, I gotta let my smart-assness fly. You know what I mean? Yeah, no problem, man. Say what's going on, man. It's going to be the most low-key, thin inking I've ever done. Thanks, Broseph. You know, I probably don't talk about my music enough, but you know, whatever. But wait, there's more. Exactly. Replacement eraser. So clean. So this is where things get scary. Nobody likes it when things are scary. Definitely not me. Very scary. Alright, so before I'm gonna say that gamut on your cover page is dope, besides your other work, which is just as awesome, lol. Thanks, man. You know, I think, and I'm just saying, I think that gamut is available. Hold on. Yeah, he's available if you want it. It's the original. What do you think, man? Should I run it? $70. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Could you repeat the question? All right, y'all, I'm gonna take a break because this is probably gonna be a couple hours. And if I don't stop now and take a break, I'm gonna wear myself out. So I'm gonna go take a few. We'll be back in a bit.